One of the most demanding and stressful situations we face as ladies is how to create a balance in our lives. On a daily basis, we hear lots of contradictory phrases. For example, work hard, play hard, don't be selfish, but practice self-love, enjoy the present, but prepare for the future. I mean, I also see this a lot on my channel. Don't settle, but compromise a little. These are basic principles, but yet they kind of contradict each other. Not only do we have personal emotional needs to balance, we also have physical needs like our career, our relationships, our family. This also requires us to maintain a healthy balance. To make it worse, we ladies are held to a higher moral standard compared to the guys. So in this video, I'm going to share the 3 keys that has helped me to maintain a healthy balance in my life. So if you are interested, please keep watching. Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yemi of Girl to Mom, and this channel is all about inspiring every lady to own their lives, live up to their potentials, and to be the best version of themselves. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that whenever I make an upload, you get notified. Okay, so let's just get into the video of today. In my previous videos, I have talked a lot on why young ladies shouldn't just focus on enjoying the present, but also using this time of their lives to build and prepare for the future that they want. Okay, but that requires them to create a balance between those 2 phases of their lives. And I know that creating a balance is one tough puzzle for every human being to solve. Okay, it is very difficult for us to maintain a healthy balance in our lives. I mean, the older we get, the more responsibilities we have, and it becomes more difficult for us to create a balance in our lives. Now, as a young lady with fewer responsibility, it is to your advantage if you are able to maintain a healthy balance in your life now, because you are kind of accustomed to that system. And you know, when your lifestyle changes, it is not difficult for you to create a system that works for that your lifestyle pattern. So let me just move on to the keys that we are going to discuss. So the first key we are going to talk about is your mindset. Like they say, everything begins from your mind. So you need to block out any thoughts that tells you that you have to give up something to achieve something else. I mean, that statement may be true, but I don't think it's applicable in this situation when you are trying to balance off 2 or more important aspects of your life. Okay, for example, you don't need to give up yourself just to build a family. I believe that a better you is a better family or a better home. Okay, you don't have to jeopardize your future just for the sake of enjoying your present, and at the same time you don't have to be overly conscious of the future that you don't get to enjoy or benefit from your present. Okay, so there is a need to create that balance, and it all begins from your mind. Now, if you notice, I have been using the term healthy balance, and that's because in my opinion, I don't think that balance is always 50-50. okay, it all depends on you, your priorities, and the demand of those priorities at every given time. Okay, it could be 50-50, it could be 70-30, it could even be 20-20-60. It all depends on you and whatever area of your life you are trying to create a balance. As long as it is 100%, I think that is balance. When I was planning to get married, and at that time I had not really achieved anything for myself. You know, all the things that I wanted to do for myself, I had not really gotten them done, and so I was, you know, contemplating whether to get married at that time or to just like chill and postpone it till a later time. And so I remember that I told a lot of people at that time, you know, I was really concerned about that situation. So I told my mom, and then she told my dad, and my dad called me and he was like, who told me that I cannot achieve all those goals, all those things I wanted for myself while being married? You know, he was like, it all depends on how determined I was to get those goals, to achieve those goals for myself. And so he said, you can do both, you can have both. It all depends on how bad you want those things. Okay, so I believe that it depends on how much you want to create that balance in your life. Okay, so if you are really determined to have both, you know, those 2 things that you're trying to balance off, if you're really determined to have those 2 things, I believe that if you get your thoughts right, if you get your mindset in the right place, then you can create that balance. Okay, so the first key is for you to get your thoughts right that you can do it. So the second key is hard work. Now, I know this sounds cliche and tasking, but maintaining a healthy balance in your life is hard work. It requires a lot of effort. It is never given to anyone on a platter of gold, okay? You have to lay out your priorities, your current obligations, your luxuries at every given time. You have to be disciplined enough to say yes to your priorities, to your obligations, and to say no to certain luxuries or postpone them if need be, okay? You have to create systems that suit your lifestyle pattern for you to be able to create that balance. And I must tell you, that is a lot of work. Right now, me, project, and my family are my priorities. And so for me, entertainment is luxury. And so I try to infuse my luxury, my entertainment into my family time and my me project. Okay, so it's a lot of work. It's demanding, okay, but for me to create that balance, I have to, sacrifice. I have to put in a lot of effort into these two areas of my life, okay? And in creating systems that works for you, you may need to read a lot of books, try a lot of options, get a lot of information, and then kind of figure out what works for you eventually. This process is a lot of work, okay? It's not something that you will just get easily, okay? So maintaining a balance in your life requires a lot of effort. So you need to be ready to put in a little bit of effort if you want to create a balance. So the third key is for you to plan. For you to create a balance in your life, you definitely need a realistic plan, okay? Now, emphasis on the word realistic, okay? Set plans that are within your capacity so that it is easy for you to follow. And your plan is a system that you want to put in place to help you achieve that balance. So how do you create this? You need to lay out your responsibilities, your priorities, the things that are important to you, and your luxuries. And by luxury, I mean your entertainment, how you intend to relax, okay? That shouldn't be ignored. It shouldn't be left out, okay? So lay out everything that is important to you that you want to create a balance, okay? Have them on a list, have them in your head, have them somewhere that it's easy for you to look at. Then apportion certain amount of your time to these things daily, depending on your schedule, okay? For example, let's assume that Lady A's current responsibility is attending lectures or a job, and then her priority is to get a promotion or to get a first-class degree. Luxury is Netflix or social media or girls' time out, okay? And the things that are important to her is creating or building the future, doing something that, it's going to help her get to where she wants to be. Now, our responsibility takes the most of our time, so she could apportion 60% of our time to those things, and then the remaining 40% could be divided between the remaining things that she wants to do, depending on her capacity and on her time schedule, the time available to her every day. It's important for you to review your plan weekly. Our brains tend to forget things a lot, okay? We cannot rely on our brain for things all the time, okay? So review your plan weekly. Until your system becomes a habit, you kind of need to constantly review your plans so that you get accustomed to it, so that you don't forget. Now, if you guys want me to create a video on how to effectively create a plan, a system that works for you, based on how I have created a plan for myself and it has been working for me so far, if you guys want me to make a video on that, please let me know in the comment section. So the three things I mentioned in this video is, first, your mindset, get your mind right, and then understand that creating a balance is hard work. And then the most important thing is for you to have a realistic plan, okay? Having said all that, if you have all these three things in check, you probably have the right mindset, you have your plan, you know that it requires a lot of hard work, and you have been putting a lot of hard work, and you don't seem to have that balance in your life so far. Well, I think the problem could be that you are not properly implementing your plan. There are distractions everywhere all the time. The time you have allocated to do something, it could be the time an impromptu friend will just come to check on you, and so you give up whatever it is that you are doing at that time, okay? So try to avoid distractions as much as possible, okay? Set boundaries for yourself, your social media, for impromptu friends, and anything that could kind of distract you from carrying out your plan. When you do all you need to do according to your personal realistic plan, I don't think any area of your life is going to interrupt the other area of your life if you have your plan in the right order according to your strength and your capacity, so you're able to achieve that balance. That so finally, guys, it is important that you enjoy this whole process. Okay, a balanced life can only be determined by you, so don't let anybody pressure you into what a typical boss lady's life should look like. Okay, it depends on you, your priorities, your strength, and your own time. Okay, subscribe, like this video, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you enjoyed in this video, what tip you enjoyed, and what area of your life you have been struggling to create a balance. Okay, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and do enjoy your week. Bye bye.